So walking into my office, this is the first thing you see. It is a Kallax or cube shelf unit from IKEA. On top we have, this was my old logo when I had an Etsy store. This is my friend's waterfowl rescue, which I will link down below if you guys want to support them, follow them on social media. I made this and this guy, these candles. I don't light often enough because I kind of forgot that they were here, but they are blue and purple, which are my branding colors. They were a gift from a friend. And the friend who runs the waterfowl rescue gave me this guy, which I love. I don't play this game, but I saw Vampire Squid and I wanted it. I do use this bag to take large order, like packages and stuff to the post office when I have a lot of orders, which hasn't been lately, but I still like to keep it where I can find it. In the cubby, this cubby is all yarn stuff. It's got crochet hooks, stitch markers, safety eyes. This is like my little witchy cube. It's got herbs and candles and eggshell and stuff that I need to actually take care of, and moon water and all of that. Some of these are actually important, and then some of these are just things that I procrastinate dealing with. And then over here are all of my crafty books, anything about knitting or random hobbies. Before we go over to the actual office space, I also have a closet here, and this is mostly just backup storage. It's got my polyfill and fake fur and camera bag, and then things that are too large to go anywhere else that I don't really reach for often. Here is the office space. Starting over here, we have my desk. This is where I spend all of my time. I always have my water bottle. I left my coffee in the kitchen again. Okay, let's go get my coffee. There we go, much better. The computer is built by my husband. I know nothing about it other than it works most of the time. I use a Blue Yeti mic to do all of my voiceovers. I don't really have a great place to store it, so it just sits right here. This is just some clutter that I found while I was cleaning and didn't take care of. In my drawer, I have a bunch of washi tape from my bullet journal. I like to keep a nail file on hand so that I don't rip my nails off, which right now is fine because I've got fake nails on. Mints, I don't really chew on mints very often, but I like having them. Extra lighters, tape, incense. I like to burn incense and candles while I'm editing. It helps me feel a bit more relaxed. Spider-Man bowl full of memory cards and the wires and such for my microphone. And then I also have a couple of smartphone adapters. We're not opening that, but it's cluttered and not very great. This is mostly cards and invitations from family members. I can see from when I'm sitting down in my chair, it's very nice. I also have a picture of my grandma and my niece. And then this is a system that I'm not currently using. I actually just went ahead and started using Trello, but this was how I was organizing all of my videos pretty much up until chapter 46, which went up recently when my computer started working again. It is humid and I'm so sorry. And hello, you can see me now. This is my television. I like to watch YouTube videos while I'm editing, and then I also like to have it playing Hulu or Netflix while I'm knitting. This is my Silhouette Cameo. I have to keep it over here so that it can reach my computer, so this is its permanent home unless I decide I don't want to use it anymore, but I'm actually going to be using it today, and that will be in a different upcoming video, so keep your eye open on that. More of my crocheted amigurumi without patterns because I have rebellion issues. So this is my little shipping station that I made. I have a handful of bubble mailers. These are great sizes for shipping out hats. Tissue paper, which I need to get more of, and these cards that I like to write my thank you notes on. Don't really use these two drawers, but this one has black and white not shipping tape. Oh, I just called it the right name. Washi tape. Washi tape that I like to tape the tissue paper shut with. And then extra tape, always a good idea. This is actually just some clutter that I need to put there, but didn't want to pull the couch out. So moving this out of the way. Over here, well, one, here is my video calendar. I don't use this all the time, but I like having the visual just as a reminder of what I need to be working on. This is full of makeup products I don't reach for often, but wanted to have within reach. I actually have all of my other makeup in the bedroom, but I've been putting my makeup on in here. So this is my mirror. It lights up and has a magnification side, which is great because I don't have great eyesight. This is my daily makeup, or like close to daily makeup. I've got some of my favorite lip colors, got my mascara, whatever it is that I really need to go through this. There's a lot more lip color in here than needs to be. And then eyeliner and such. These are some of my favorite palettes. I've actually been reaching for this palette a lot. I really like it. I've been trying to go for like really simple eye looks, and I don't think I can open this one-handed. Oh my goodness. And I really like cool toned eyeshadow, so I love this palette. I think it's so pretty. All right, going under here, we have more shipping stuff. This is just pens that I won't use for bullet journaling. I have my cup of pens over here. Come on. I only write in my bullet journal with erasable pens. I do use pens and markers to do the spreads, but when I'm actually putting in my to-do list and everything, I only use erasable pens and highlighters. Permanent pens over here to write my thank you notes with. And then in here I have my scale and a paper trimmer to do the shipping labels. Over here, it's not very exciting, but I've got a in-progress project. It's a blanket for Daisy, my printer, and this is just sort of like full of like paper craft stuff. I don't really do a lot of paper craft stuff, but I went through a phase where I really wanted to start making cards, so I have a lot of card making stuff, even though I never actually got into making cards. Over here is a lot more cozy, and I really like this space. Up top, I think starting from the top might be a little nicer. I have a backup camera. This is actually the first camera I started microphone. First microphone that I started using. I have these two dolls. I think they were gifts. I don't remember buying them. I really like them though. So my grandma made this shadow box for me, and I love it. I think it's very pretty. I don't think you can tell with the glare, but there is a glittery raven on it, which is really cool. I have my Tsum Tsum collection. I love these guys. They make me so happy. I haven't been buying any recently. I don't even know if they're still selling them. All right, so yarn storage. I try to get everything mostly rainbow order just to make it easier when I'm looking for a specific color. This thing right here is how I filmed my crochet videos. It gives me that over the shoulder angle, and I really love it. Was really cheap. It's technically a microphone stand. It just is clamped onto one of the shelves, and I love it. This is a really cheap futon that we got from Walmart like 5 years ago, I think, maybe. I really should get a cover for it. But I don't actually sit on this a lot. Daisy loves sitting on it when she's in here. We're gonna go over Daisy's favorite spots in a moment, but this spot is mostly for Daisy. Sometimes I like to knit in this corner, and then I can just watch the TV. It's really nice. This side table is great for when I'm working on projects, especially if I need like lots of small bits and bobs. I keep my iPad over here half the time because it's really close to the outlet, and I don't have a longer charger for my iPad. I don't really have a lot of Apple products, so I just have not gone forth and gotten one. Under here I have more yarn and clutter. Now the cubes behind the couch are where I keep more crafting supplies. That is not something that I reach for. I've got like candle making supplies and what I have left of making soap, things like that. I also have most of my silhouette stuff, but I have it over on this side so I can reach it easier. I find it to be pretty nice. Now, Daisy spots before we move forward. We got her this bed last year for Christmas. It's a little small, but she likes the pillow area. She likes the raised areas. Sometimes I'll move that over by my desk so that she can chill out with me. She also loves sitting in my chair with me. That is a flat sheet because the material on my seat is flaking off and it was getting stuck to my legs. She also loves this couch, and she really just is allowed to go anywhere she wants. Nothing really exciting over here except for more clutter and a space heater because it's cold. Also, take 3 seconds. Guess what time I'm filming this? if you guessed 4:30, you were right. It's so dark, it's raining, and yeah, I could have waited till tomorrow to film this, but I have a project in mind later tonight and I didn't want to destroy the office. The last thing, okay, that is a bathroom, by the way. We have this dresser thing. It doesn't really fit in with the rest of my room, but we didn't have anywhere else to put it and I needed storage. So that is my sewing machine, which I really need to start using. I've had these crafting scissors since my 10th birthday. They are 15 years old. I don't use them, but like, I really like. Doesn't that make you happy? Random calculator from high school. It's not even mine. It's my sister-in-law's. Yeah, I really should bring more candles in here, but this top drawer has some knitted inventory that I have listed on Facebook for people to sell or to buy. I like to just put pre-made things in here, or if someone orders multiple items at once, I'll put them all in here to make sure they have somewhere safe to stay. I think this is just clutter. This is where I keep some of my filming supplies. Oh, that's where my my microphone was in here the entire time. Okay. I have my umbrella lights. I have my microphone that would have been very beneficial for this video. The bulbs to my lights. I don't even use this camera anymore, but I still have the charger. And then clamps if I ever need them. This is more shipping supplies, but it is nowhere near as nice and tidy as that other shipping station I showed you guys. And then down here I have embroidery supplies. It has a lot of graph paper in there, and like really I just need to go through it and clean it, but I haven't. I originally brought this desk in here. This used to be Zach's desk, but I originally brought this desk set up in here to make it into a sewing table, which has not worked out. But this tote, which you can probably already tell, is just full of crocheted stuff and knitted stuff that I made a few years ago and just let pile up. Most of it is stuff that I won't wear, and a lot of it is stuff that I feel like could be done better, so I'm not comfortable selling it. Or there's also a lot of projects in here that just were never finished and probably never will be. That bag is knitting needles. It is full of knitting needles. Over here I have like all kinds of sewing bits and bobs. I've got like a fabric cutter thing. I know I've got felt over there. Over here, this is just all fabric. Most of it is like small pieces of fabric because I just sort of inherit people's fabric stashes. I have not gone forth and bought fabric for projects at this moment because I haven't started sewing. I would really like to start sewing, but I'm really overwhelmed by the idea of it. Maybe we'll sew for Vlogmas, but I really don't want to make you that promise because I'm terrified. But that is the end of the office tour.